Hi, Michael.
Teacher.
Okay, good evening and welcome to our speaking test. Are you ready?
Yes, already.
Okay, so Michael, tonight your topic is all about natural disasters.
Alright.
So, question number one: what kinds of natural disasters are common in your country?
It's gonna be flat and also typhoon because every year there are like five five floods or typhoons, and it usually happens in the central region. Yes.
So, which natural disaster do you think is the most destructive and why?
The thing is flood because flood can destroy houses way quicker than typhoon, and also I think it's also more common, so it can cause more destruction.
So, how well prepared do you think people are for emergencies in your country?
I think it depends on the region. For
Mm-hmm.
example, in the some regions that I'm currently live in, people are really prepared for any emergencies because natural disasters is are very rare. While in the central region or the northern region, uh, natural disasters are far more common, so people are way more prepared, especially central region. Yes.
Can you rate it from 1 to 100%?
All
How
right.
well prepared the people are in the central region?
I think it's gonna be like 95%.
95, wow.
Yes.
And in the southern region, the southern
It's,
part of
I
Vietnam?
think I think it's only like 20%.
20!
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's your opinion. Next, Michael. Would you feel confident leading other people during an emergency?
Not really besides my family. Like I'm really confident if I have to lead my family, but for other strangers, no, I will. No, I'm not. Yeah.
Okay, you're not really confident. You're not confident to help
Yes.
them. Okay. Next question, Michael. What survival skills do you think everyone should learn?
I think it really depends on the region as well.
Okay.
Like if your region usually have floods,
Mm-hmm.
you should learn basic flood surviving skill like going going far the flood, like going higher,
Like
also
climbing?
yes, and climbing, and also repairing food. But for other region, I think the
Mm-hmm.
basic skill that everyone needs to learn is just like how to repair them. But it's not really a problem. Yeah. Yes. Yes. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Now, let's continue to the second part of our speaking. And for 2 minutes, Michael, describe a natural disaster that you have experienced or heard about. So, you should say what the disaster was, where and when it happened, what happened during the disaster, and explain how people recovered from it. So, you have a minute to think about or to write down your ideas, and just tell me if you're ready.
Yes.
Okay, so Michael, you may start speaking now.
So the disaster that I want to talk about is the Yagi typhoon. It happened in like 2 years ago, and it happened in the northern region. It was a very big typhoon, so big that uh, it basically destroyed a lot of houses, like killing a lot of people, and one of the most destructive. It's one of the most destructive uh, typhoon that ever happened in this country for like over 20 years. And it's kind of special because not only it has uh, effect on the city, like in Hanoi, for example, but the typhoon also somehow had a lot of poems for it. It means many people write poems to describe how really bad it was, how it was so powerful, and because it happened in one of the most developed region of this country, it caused a lot of economical uh, destruction. Yes. Also that, and from like 2 years, the northern region almost fully recovered from it by sending by aid sending from the other regions to help them recover. Yes. Yeah. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Michael. And for the last part, I'm going to ask you follow-up questions. So, Michael, what are the biggest problems people face after a natural disaster?
It depends on the kind of natural disaster, but maybe it's a harmlessness, because like it if it's a flood or something like a very powerful tornado or the typhoon, you can lose your house, and it makes you go homeless. So it's one of the most concerning thing after a disaster. But the other thing I would say is also the food and water problem.
Mm.
Yes, that's all.
Okay, Michael, next. What changes would you like your country to make to improve disaster preparedness? As what you have said, in the southern part of Vietnam, only 20%.
Yes.
So, what changes would you like your country to make to improve disaster preparedness?
I think I would change a little bit on the education, because education is what makes people know how to prepare those disasters. So I would make some lessons to teach about how to fight against them, and how to identify whatever the disaster is going to be. Yes, yes, that's all.
What is the most important lesson people should learn after experiencing a natural disaster?
I think they should learn the fact that they are most completely so- so helpless from nature, because they cannot do anything to protect their property. So they just need to accept it and start again instead of just complaining. That's all.
Okay, last question, Michael. Should survival training be compulsory in schools or workplaces?
It also depends on the region, for example, because in the southern region we don't really need a survival training skill, because we live kind of sort of comfortably here, and then there's a lot of disasters. But in other regions, yes, they should absolutely, because they need the skills to to protect themselves and also their families as well. Yes, that's all.
Okay, so thank you, Michael. That is the end of your speaking test.